Good morning. I'm Kathleen Tyso. I have a business down in Mudgeeraba called Akasha Healing Haven. I live in Mimosa Road up here and I've actually been up here for about 5 years. I haven't done a lot in the community. I've met a few of the practitioners that are here today. Haven't they done a good job? And they've set me up so well. They've talked about the stuff that I need to follow on from. So thank them all. And you two ladies that have done all the electronic stuff, this is my first, so I hope I do all right. Kineseology is my main practice, and it is normally pretty one-on-one and hands-on. So later on I'm going to ask my beautiful assistant to give me some help. Kineseology has been around since about the 50s in general practice, and about 1950s, in 1970 or so, there was a course started called Touch for Health that anybody who is interested in alternative therapies may have had something to do with or know a little bit about. So over the 10 years or more in practice now, I've found that those sort of basics are really a brilliant thing. And so that's what we're going to use today to think about a bit of self-help. Kineseology incorporates a whole lot of other therapeutic approaches because it's being built up of recent times. So it uses some mudras from yoga, it uses traditional Chinese medicine meridians. It uses a lot of energy work in Australia. I have 5 modalities. A couple of them are applied physiology, so that's physical stuff. Some of them are mental, emotional. A lot is based in craniosacral, which is called Principles of Energy Medicine, so then there's the energy side of things. So I can work on those levels. A lot of it, though, can be very simple and sadly, I think, should be taught in school, but that's my little thing. So I'm going to show you some basics. I'd just like you to know in the meantime that there's my sign. Beside it you can see these funny things. These are my biofeedback device, basically a laptop and a frequency device. It is based in homeopathic principles and waveform principles and can be worked at a distance as well as hands-on, generally with a little strap. There's actually a number of them for different purposes, or a mat that can go on a bed like this and like children and so forth can lie on. And this will give a set of frequencies. So biofeedback means I take a bunch of information into the laptop and then it feeds back. There's 10,000 markers in this program. Those frequencies are very good for boosting immune and for, frankly, giving some knowledge and support around viral and pathogen stuff that can be zapped, a response can be stimulated. So that's one of the things that I do. My device was actually used in the Olympics by the Chinese team for the last 4 Olympics. So it works quite well at a distance and works very effectively. And it's good for sports performance. Other than that, I'd say to you that Vicks is a basic Vicks is a really great thing, and I'll show you where to put it. I also use some Australian native herbs. I find they're really fantastic. Good old eucalyptus, good old tea tree. I encourage people to use sea minerals. I encourage people to use more oxygen, so I have some oxygen drops. I have currently a big fan of C60, which some of you might know about, which is a complicated deep carbon that helps so many things. So they're the main things I wanted you to know about. The only other thing, as I was saying to everybody else before, is that I do a lot of deep relaxation and trauma release and just realignment within the energies in the body. And those processes can be quite quick, only 15 minutes or so. And so if you are a healthcare worker, if you are a parent going through a lot of trauma, either you can come to my shop and be under my beautiful light bed, which I haven't turned on right now. I'll see if I can. Can I? Yes, here you are. Chakra lights, very effective. You can lie under that and do my trauma release process for about 5 minutes for free. If you're a carer, the carers need supporting, and that's for free. So you won't have to make a date with me. If you've got half a dozen people at home, all the better. It makes it effective for me to work through. I'm going to show you how I do that with minimal contact and minimal invasion, and I'll say to you, a lot of the things that you've been demonstrated today or that I will demonstrate to you, you may not feel comfortable to be playing around with other people's bodies, but this space here is quite effective. If you've done some of the stuff that everybody else has done, this space here is very effective in terms of healing. So just within the general vicinity of a point that I'm saying, there will be stimulus if you will stay there and breathe through it slowly for a little while. So they're main things I needed you to know. From here on, let's do some show and tell.